Ladies and gentlemen, we have balance changes, and for the first time in a long time, it feels like these balance changes are pretty worthless. Just looking at them, they don't look too exciting, and we might just have a repeat of the same meta, so, without further ado, well, first up is the boss bandit. She is getting a, wait for it, 3% health nerf. So effectively, we're just doing what we did with the Goblin Stein. We're just gonna nerf it like I just rolled out of bed, by the way. We're gonna nerf it 6 times over the next 6 months, each time getting the same exact nerf. 3% Goblin Stein HP monster nerf. You know, it's going to do absolutely nothing. It's still going to be broken until we get to the next new shiny toy. And then we kind of can forget about Boss Bandit a little bit because let's just say they're not doing a great job at beating the allegations of release something broken, make people buy it, and then nerf it way down the road. So they're going to give it tiny little... We were actually very surprised that this 3% HP nerf didn't work out. Oh, please. Here's a pretty significant nerf, however. Lightning is getting a 17% crown tower damage nerf, which is significant because lightning is one of the best spells in the game right now and is everywhere. But again, why is it everywhere? Starts with a W, ends with an H. It's the witch. Witch, the evolved witch. The evolved witch is everywhere. Even other cards like Hunter is pretty good right now with RG. So we need lightning because for some reason we made him not die to Fireball Zap. I'm a little bit biased, but sure. You know, you can see there's a clear cause and effect. Do I think lightning's on the strong side? Yeah, I think it is. But do I think Eva Witch and other things are more of a problem and more of the reason why lightning's being used? Yeah, that's what I think. So it's kind of weird that they're gonna give this heavy nerf to lightning and then not give another heavy nerf to something like the Evo Witch. But speaking of the Evo Witch, she is getting another nerf, which is good, but it's not really the nerf that we were hoping for. It's going to be a nerf to her heal per skeleton, 12%. So she's going to heal 12 less percent from each skeleton, which is that's not bad. That's not a bad nerf. It's just we need her to get nerfed so she can only have her skeletons heal her. That's it. We can't have every Tom, Dick, and Harry, Larry, Gary, Barry, Fairy, Nary, everybody heal her. You can't. That shouldn't be a thing, but it is. It's because it's the new shiny toy, and it would look really bad if they killed the card after. I don't think it'd be killed, but if they significantly nerf the card right after making everybody buy the Clash Royale, it just looks bad, apparently. So they're not gonna nerf the witch significantly. They're gonna give her this dog crap nerf that's not gonna do anything. She's still gonna be broken. We'll complain and whine for another month, and then maybe, just maybe, if they make enough, they will decide to nerf the witch. That's just my hypothesis. And for our last nerf, we have the Ice Spirit evolution, which is a long time coming. They're going to nerf its Ice Blast damage by 33%. I'm not sure if this is both Ice Blasts or one Ice Blast, but they are nerfing the damage it does by 33%, which is really nice because it's going to make it so that the Ice Spirit... I don't know what this does. It might make it just a little bit less broken, but I think it will still be Cycle Players' go-to Evo. It just might make it easier for the rest of us to potentially be able to break through an Evo Ice Spirit. I don't think this is a major nerf at all. I think Ice Spirit will still be a top 5 Evo. Of course, we'll have to wait and see, but that's just what it looks like. Doesn't look like a huge nerf, just a nerf to say that they nerfed it because it's going on like the 11th month of being unchecked as like top 3 in the game. So, like I alluded to, I think in the last video, Cannon Cart is getting a HP buff. It's not very significant. It's 5%, but we'll see if this helps the Cannon Cart. I want to see them fix the bug where when it's shooting at something and reaches 50% health, it switches targets. That needs to be changed, and then I think we'll see the Cannon Cart back in a decent spot again, because I agree that, you know, it kind of got killed, but at the same time, it could be fine and a good card if they just fix that bug, and maybe this HP nerf will be good. I don't think 5% does anything. I think they're literally just throwing like arbitrary numbers out there, and they're saying, hey, we nerfed it, we buffed it, we did something to it. Here, look, you happy? Like 3% HP. What does that change? Like, do they sit down at the conference table and they're like, hey, the boss bandit's now going to die in 2 less hits to the tower. Oh, what a great idea, Oswald. Like, do you think they actually do that? Because they could. Maybe that's what they do. Everybody's favorite card is getting a buff. Do you know what this card? Do half of you know what this card is? Anyways, the lifetime of the Goblin Demolisher is getting a 50. I'm so sorry. 25% extension. So he's now going to stay alive for longer, which gives him a better chance to get to the tower. It's probably not going to do anything, but it makes him a little bit more of a viable option. I think he's still pretty bad, but now he has a better chance of getting to the tower, as you can see. So. Hey, I mean, Goblin Demolisher, just throw it on there, right? Goblin Demolisher, nobody uses him, give him a buff. Whatever. Little Prince is getting a 3 damage buff. 3, literally 3. 3% and 3. What does this change? Well, he's gonna do more damage. I think... Again, the route, if you want to buff the Little Prince, is to nerf the broken champions. You nerf broken champions, the non-broken champions get used more. I think that's just common sense, but apparently it isn't. So, let's give him an arbitrary, again with the arbitrary 3% number, let's give him a little bit of a damage buff, and that'll make him more used. Like, I have a bandit that can dash on literally anything, has infinite health, and just dominates everything, but now that the Little Prince got a 3 damage buff, I think I'm going to use him instead. He's not even that bad. He's usable. He's usable right now. He's gonna remain usable. He's not good. He's not bad. He's usable. So I said whatever. Goon Giant is getting it. What is this? 6% health buff. This is another arbitrary number. I think they're feeding these to ChatGPT. 6% HP buff for the Goon Giant. Nobody's gonna use it. The card sucks. No, literally, this doesn't change it. This doesn't move the needle. There is no needle. Nobody's gonna use the Goon Giant. Are you guys gonna use the Rune Giant now after 6% HP got added to it? Like, what does that change? How does that make me want to use the whatever? I don't want to. Eva Wizard! It's getting the only significant buff out of the 4. Eva Wizard is getting a shield explosion damage of a buff of 22%, which is, there we go. Now we're talking 22%. Not sure off the top of my head what interaction this changes if it kills anything new. It definitely could. Sounds like it does. And the Wizard Evo is probably bottom 5 in the game, but I think that's kind of because the Wizard sucks. And also because we just have so many options for like support troops like Xe, Witch, Musketeer, Archers. I'm just giving like other Evos that are just better than the Wizard. Firecracker. Why would I use a Wizard? You know, I'm not going to use a Wizard normally. And now you want me to use the Evo Wizard? I don't think anybody's going to use him still outside of like one giant deck where he works. But hey, it's a good buff. Let's see if it does anything. I don't think it will, because I don't think that's the problem with the Wizard. I don't think they're identifying the problems with cards and buffing them or nerfing them accordingly. They're just throwing stat numbers out there. So, what do you guys think about the balance changes? Do you think they're missing anything? Do you think they should have added anything? The Prince, obviously missing. Yeah, and have a good rest of your day.